What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel that you love so much. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection. Get the Symone Source wavy tee or the classic tee. And also make sure you subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts and reporters, former and current athletes, chop it up with us on the podcast. So, lastly, of course, turn your notification bells because you know the videos coming like boom, 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 boom. And you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. Guys, I'm so excited to be back on here talking to you guys. I feel like I haven't really been consistent lately, but that's because my job and work has been coming at me like boom, 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 boom. So I haven't had as much time to come on the tube. But when I do come on, I'm lit and I'm happy to be here with you guys. Second of all, I know you guys are like, where the Eagles, where the Eagles, where the Eagles, where the Eagles, where the Eagles content. You know the Sixers in the playoffs right now, don't y'all? Don't y'all know? I know some of y'all are just football people and y'all really don't care about basketball, but the Sixers are in the playoffs right now. They're trying to fight to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. So most of my coverage has been on the Sixers side, but my birdies, my Eagles, I have not forgotten about you. Once the Sixers hopefully win a championship, we're right back with Eagles content daily, especially since training camp is coming up. We're about 6 weeks away from training camp. OTAs just wrapped up, so it is a slow time for Eagles stuff. But if there's anything specific Eagles you want to talk about before we get into training camp, make sure you let me know. But guys, I got an important topic for us today. We're going to talk about some of the competition going into training camp because, you know, the guys, they chilling right now. They just got through OTAs. You know, they feeling good, whatever. They like Nick Sirianni's energy. They're happy that the fans gonna be back at the link. But once it's time for them to report to training camp, it's time to report for business because Nick Sirianni, this new coaching staff, has said that there's going to be competition everywhere and there will. Nobody is safe. Like we already know, Jalen Hurts isn't safe. Freaking Nick Mullens isn't safe. Freaking some of y'all think Joe Flacco could come out and be the starting quarterback. There's so much competition everywhere. But besides the Jalen Hurts thing, let's talk about some of the other biggest competitions. So, of course, left tackle Jordan Mailata versus Andre Dillard. Now, Andre Dillard was he was our first round pick in 2019. He was supposed to come in and slide into Jason Peters' spot when Jason Peters retired. But Jason Peters didn't retire. He wanted to stay around and take our money and be lackluster and be a diva. So Jordan Mailata didn't get that smooth transition that we thought he was going to have. And then after all of that, he got injured on top of it. So Andre Dillard has just been set back. Now, Andre Dillard did show flashes of greatness. Well, greatness is a big word. He did show a lot of potential in the games that he did play. Obviously, Jason Peters got hurt and Andre Dillard had to come in the middle of the season, that 2019 season. Then he was hurt last season. But he did show flashes of a lot of potential. But when he was hurt last season, Jordan Mailata came in and stepped up at the left tackle position. Not only that, Jordan Mailata is a more versatile guy. He has the quickness, the speed, the build, the it's so funny in like when you're talking about offensive linemen, when you're talking about their hand work, like, you know what I mean? Like usually in sports, are you talking about their footwork? But when you're talking about linemen, you're always talking about their hands work. But he's a real handsy guy, you know what I'm saying? He ain't scared to get in somebody's face, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jordan Mailata seems to be more versatile than Andre Dillard. And when he came in last season, he showed more potential than Andre did in his couple of games before he got hurt. So, I mean, Andre Dillard's our first round pick. But, of course, I mean, this best man needs to be in the game. And like I said, Jordan Mailata could be a swing tackle. He can play right and left tackle. He just has that versatility that Andre Dillard might not have. Nick Sirianni already said, and both of those guys already said that they're welcoming the competition. So it's open season, okay? Now, our next competition is going to be Zech Mcphearson versus Avonta Maddox. So right now, Zech Mcphearson is our 4th round pick out of Texas Tech. Right now, opposite of Darius Slay, we don't have a cornerback at this time in the video. Hopefully, if you know God is great, which we know he is great, we'll get breaking news soon, and we will have signed Steven Nelson, and we have made a trade for a corner because we still have Zach Ertz and hella first round picks to make a trade. But right now, at the recording of this video, only outside corner is Darius Slay. Avonta Maddox stepped up at, well, stepped up is not even the word. I appreciate his spirit and willingness to play outside corner, but I wouldn't call it stepping up because he was a step down. But he showed up. There you go. He showed up for us. He showed up for us when we needed an outside corner last season, but he was buns, and that was his first time playing outside corner on the professional level. He's just a slot guy. He's a slot guy. But Zech Mcphearson, he was great at Texas Tech. But scouts had Zech Mcphearson being a slot corner in the league, just given his size. So why would we start Zech Mcphearson at the outside corner? So if we right now, it's Zech versus DEVONTA for that outside spot. It can't be any worse than DEVONTA was. But hopefully we'll be signing outside corner, and it'll be Zech versus DEVONTA Maddox at the slot position. Who's going to fight for the most minutes in the slot? So that's going to be interesting. But like I said, we need to sign a guy like last week. Lastly, the running back room is fierce, guys. And you guys know I wanted a lot of competition in the running back room, and I got that prayer answered. I didn't get my cornerback prayer answered in the draft, but I got that running back room prayer answered. So Miles Sanders is ready to come. He got snubbed in the top 25 players under 25 list. He didn't make the list, of course, because of injuries and Doug Peterson not using him. So Miles Sanders is ready to go. He's hungry. He's ready to go. That's my new thing if y'all ain't pick it up yet. Ready to go. He's ready to go. All these guys are hungry. All these young guys are ready to prove themselves. So we already know Miles Sanders is our go-to starting #1 running back, but there's a lot of competition, especially for Boston Scott, who usually was filling that role as the change of pace back, the go-to change of pace back behind Miles Sanders. So we got KERRYON Johnson from Memphis. We got KERRYON Johnson from the Lions. We got Kenny Gainwell, who we drafted out of Memphis. And then, of course, we got Jordan Howard as well. So those 4 guys, Boston Scott, KERRYON, Kenny, and Jordan, are going to be fighting for that change of pace back. Now, out of those guys, definitely see KERRYON or Kenny or Boston getting that spot just because of their production recently. Like Jordan Howard hasn't proved that much recently. We know over his career, yes, but just recently he hasn't been as consistent. Kenny Gainwell is coming out of Memphis with a lot of hype for his ability to catch out the backfield and being a receiving back. And they said they want to use him like a Nyheim Hines, and you know Nyheim Hines is that guy that's coming in and being that change of pace back that can pretty much do a lot of things. So I see I keep mixing up KERRYON and Kenny. I see Kenneth Gainwell taking that position. Of course, we know we're going to see how everything plays out when we get training camp, but as of right now, I see Kenneth taking that position, and then Boston Scott being that 3rd guy. So if we had Boston, Miles, and Kenneth on the roster, then who's going to be that 4th running back? Is it going to be, we still got Killins? Is it going to be Jordan Howard? Is it going to be KERRYON? Is it going to be Elijah Holyfield? Who will be that 4th guy that makes the roster? So it's going to be a lot of interesting stuff in training camp. Of course, the wide receiver room is completely stacked as well. And we got to talk about our new wide receiver room because we let some guys go and we signed some new guys. So we're going to talk about all of that. Let me know, out of these battles, these big battles, who do you think is going to come out on top between Jordan and Andre, DEVONTA and Zech? Because like I said, even when, you know, I'm manifested, we sign an outside corner, it's still gonna be competition between Zech and DEVONTA for the slot. So Zech versus DEVONTA, and then of course that running back room, who is going to be that go-to change of pace back? Let me know what you guys think. We're 6 weeks of training camp. Like I said, also let me know what you want to see Eagles wise in my next videos. We are going to be playing the Hawks tonight in Game 5 back at Wells Fargo. Also, me and Dylan are going to be going live tomorrow at 2 to give you guys a recap and reaction to Game 5. So make sure you're here tomorrow at 2. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what some more Eagles content you guys want to see going into training camp. And I'll talk to you guys next time.